Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back once again on a very hot day with a special review. Today we're going to take a look at the Walmart exclusive movie Optimus Prime. Take a look at the package. Um, One thing I can tell you, uh, unlike most of the deluxe toys from the Dark of the Moon line, he's packed in robot mode. But because of a unique feature in the transformation, I'll be reviewing him in vehicle mode first. And yes, I did take him out of the package. Let's take a look at the back. Let's there you go. Some of you with a sharp eye will notice that he comes with the mech tech weapon that Dark of the Moon Skids has. Or is it Mudflap? Really can't tell the difference between those two. Not important. But here he is. He's at Walmart now, and you can get him. I hear he's quite easy to find. Speaking of which, there he is. Like I said, he's in vehicle mode. There's mech tech ports on top. One thing I do want to point out real quick, just to get it out of the way here, and I'm going to zoom in real tight. You may notice some discoloration in the holes around these two parts that will become his shoulder flap. That is not stress marks. I know a lot of people were saying early on it was stress marks. What it is that the plastic was molded in gray and then painted, and they just didn't do a good paint job. But this is something you can see in packaging, so you can pick it out and find one that's pretty good. I got him online. I actually got him off of Amazon. I had some free gift cards that I got from a survey site, and actually got him, like I said, got him for free. So I'm not complaining. He's a great little vehicle. I am really happy with the way he came out. Just come back out a little. Let's take a look at the mech tech weapon. As you can see, there's been no repainting. It's gray with a little lever. You pull back on what's the sight for the laser gun, and you get an X. Hey, how are you? Hey, nice to see you. Choppy, 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 choppy. I don't know if this is intentional, but there is some color fading on the axe. I think it's just because, like the gun, it was painted in gray. It was molded in gray and then painted yellow, and there is some bleed through. Let's see if I can get in close enough that you can really you can see that. Yeah, it's a little hard to come. It's hard to bring up on camera, but oof, there you go. There is going to be a repaint of the figure with the mech tech. He'll actually come with the Voyager Optimus Prime mech tech weapon, that giant cannon, and that's not even including the Japanese then and now set that will come with G1 Optimus Prime, a repaint of this guy in the G1, more G1 colors, and a whole new trailer. Yeah, so let's put this aside and let's get the transformation. The transformation isn't that difficult. It's actually fun and involving. What you're going to do first is just come to the front and pull out the front of the cab. Then what you'll do is you'll come to the rear and you're going to pull that out. But now what you'll notice here is that his legs and hips are on a double joint. So you're going to want to bring the hip around and peg it in right there, and then his legs will straighten out. At this point, I would say flip the front end down And then what we'll do is, I'm going to do this. No, you know what? We're going to leave that down. We're going to go to the legs. Split the legs apart. They all peg together. They're also on these nice little swivel joints. So you're going to bring them down, fold it up, and then they will be secured in place by a peg going into somewhere below the kneecap. So that does give him some height. You're going to come down to where the feet are. Just going to bring that up all the way. It'll peg right into the, so I guess the thigh, and then you're going to rotate the toe down. We'll repeat that. Boom. So yes, Prime in robot mode will have some toe swivel. You're then going to grab this wheel, fold it in, and you can see it right there. There's a hole. There's a peg. Going to pop it right in. Do it on the other side here. And there you go. Now, this is the part where some people might get a little nervous. What I suggest doing is just come in, separate the arms first, then come in, grab a hold of those little flaps I pointed out before, and bring them apart. Then what you're going to do is straighten out the arms, like so. Fold up the shoulder bits. Now this is interesting because on the instructions they show you to leave them down, but since they're down for the transformation, I like to bring them up, and then you're going to rotate this around, or actually no, I'm sorry. What you're going to do first is peg the sides. If you notice, his side windows are actually tabs, and those fit in nice and secure. And then you just go ahead and rotate it around so he's facing forward. Then what you just do, you come in the back here. You're going to fold the front of the truck up. There's a tab there it'll peg into. And then the reason why I had him in vehicle mode is when you're all set, you just gently pull on the front and the head pops up. I like that. I'll admit that that's a fun part of transformation. Optimus can stand. Some have said he's a little back heavy. Unfortunately, I'm somewhat on an angle, so he's going to look like he's not that stable, but it works. Let's see if I can do a little. See, I don't want to. Yeah, I mean, I have him hunched a little further forward because I'm a little bit on an angle, but you know, he can stand on his own. Let's come in, take a look at the head. As you can see, it's a typical Optimus Prime head. He does have the battle mask down. Head can rotate. He's kind of limited due to the spring. Full rotation in the shoulders. Elbows bend. Rotate at the elbow. Legs out. Forward. Did that backwards. Forward. Out. Bend at the knee. Toes can pivot, but only in one direction. In this mode, he does now have, besides 2 fist pegs, mech tech port on each hand. Let me just zoom out a little. On each forearm. You can, I guess you can still use those in the shoulder. I think in that case you would want to flip them down. Also, you can see in the shoulder more of that paint wash I was talking about. It's particularly bad on this side. But like I said, he's packed in robot mode, so this is something you'd be able to see. I mean, it's the only part of the robot where he's like that. But yeah, so let's just bring in his gun right here. You can, there he is in the hand. If you want, you can just, put it in the side there. A few people have said that when it comes to the melee weapons, the ones who have the mech tech melee weapons, they get the shaft because, the Deluxes, you can't lock it out. And, with an axe, it's like, this is sort of like in, I would say, War for Cybertron, where you're shoot, 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 then you come in and final shot. But yeah, this is a fun figure. The transformation is great. I like it a lot. In fact, I'll be so bold as to say this is probably the best deluxe Optimus Prime we've gotten in a long time. If you can find it in Walmart, if you have a Walmart near you, pick him up. If you have a friend, if you can just get it off of eBay, definitely do it. Top-notch figure. In fact, I'm going to be going for all the repaints. So, it's your old pal Chuck. I am melting. This is Optimus Prime. Buy him. And we'll see you next time. Yeah.